everyone, Silver Conundrum here. I'm coming to you today with 10 of the South Korean phoenixes. I figured they would be a great part to talk about today, seeing how silver has risen from the ashes over and over again. These coins would represent, in my opinion, what we are facing in today's markets. With silver closing out today at $24.42, there's a lot to be desired as far as what happened between last night and today. So I kind of want to throw some things out there at you guys about the stock market, what it's doing, and where things have closed at. So with the talks that's going on right now, with the Senate and the House actually almost confirming that they're going to be throwing out helicopter money to everybody, the Dow closed today at 0.77% down. S&P 500 closed at 0.65% down, and the NASDAQ dropped a whopping 1.27% down. These numbers are actually pretty amazing for what they are. Yesterday with them being rather high, and today with them being rather low, that shows you one heck of a swing in the markets. And with everything going on in the world markets right now, the Nikkei is down by 5.1%. Sorry, not 5. Down by 0.51%. The Shanghai is up by 0.71%. The Hang Seng is up by 0.69%. The FTSE is up by 0.40%. The DAX is down by 0.03%. And the Euronet is up by 0.12%. If you don't understand what all these things mean, that means as the dollar weakens, our markets drop. As the fear of the dollar dissipating, our markets drop. And that also helps the world economy, depending on what side you're on, helps bolster their opinion of us. So with gold still reaching up a high today of $1,950.30, today it rose up a total of 0.29%. Oil is up again with $41.17 a barrel with an increase of 0.32%. And with silver still being at, like I said, $24.30 according to this little thing. So actually $24.33. Silver really didn't move much today. It kind of laid stagnant. And there's a lot of people wondering why silver was doing what it was doing. Sorry about that pause, guys. Something came up. So, with the world economy going with the way it is and everything, there was a drop-off in the markets last night. Almost a slight correction. And everybody thinks that it was a correction. But if you look at what was going on and you read all the articles from all the economists and everybody, and I do use the word economist loosely, but you follow Kitco and all the big bullion companies and you follow all the big whales out there. If you look at what these investors are doing, these investors have actually winded up selling some of their silver and gold for a profit, which obviously will drop the markets. They wanted to cash in on some of their investments. That's why you saw silver drop. It wasn't for much other reasons than that. So, if you look at what's going on, the price of silver is going to go back up again. I hate to say it, but it is. I'm still holding off on my next purchases as far as big purchases go, and I would encourage you to do the same. But hey, I'm not you, and you may have some deep pockets, but hey, it is what it is. So, with that being said, there's a few little things I want to point out to you guys. Like I was saying earlier, silver is like the phoenix. It rises from the ashes and comes to us in our time of need. Let's put that into even more perspective. In 2019, let's just say the dollar's worth $1. Well, with all the spending and everything going on right now, between 2019 and 2020, there is an extra 0.84% higher than average price versus on any commodity, any good, any service than it was in 2019 versus now, which means you're paying about 0.84% more for everything. It doesn't sound like a lot because it's not. It's not even noticeable to most people when it's spread over a large scale. But for example, if you're spending $1, you're now spending $1.01. So you do that over the years, and you do that with things coming up and going, it adds up over time. Remember back when your grandfather used to tell you he would buy a candy bar, and he would always say, well, that candy bar, son, was this daggum big. And guess what? When you buy a candy bar, that daggum thing's barely this big, and you can damn near read a newspaper through a candy bar. That's how thin it is. So they hide the price of inflation inside of a product. So that's something you really might want to think about. Inflation's a real thing, guys. Silver can smell it. Gold can smell it. And when they do, they turn their heads at it, they smile, and they go walking towards it. They get hungry. So let that be a guide to you. When someone tells you inflation isn't real, or they try to tell you inflation is not going to happen, you just sit back and smile and you just watch. Because I guarantee you, some of you folks, y'all remember when you could buy a drink for $1. I bet you remember when you can buy a canned soda for 25 or 35 cents. I'm not that old. I'm barely 39 years old, guys. And I can walk up in my memory bank and say, hey, I remember going to school and putting a quarter in a machine and getting a canned soda. I remember that. And that's not that far in the past. Now, when you go to buy a canned soda, it's anywhere between, depending on where you're at in the country, between 75 cents to $1.10. So inflation again is real, and silver is sniffing it out. And these silver investors that are going out there and these little hedge firms, guys, they're buying this silver up like crazy, and they're waiting until their profits are good, and then they buy it and they sell it. And then it's going to cause the price to go down just a little bit, like it always does, and then it's going to come right back up again. And I could be wrong, but on this very particular instance, I really don't think I am, but we'll find out. So let these coins, like I said, just be an example of what silver is. Silver is literally the phoenix from the ashes. It comes up to save us in our time of need. And if you want to know something that's even funnier than that, even J.P. Morgan has actually said in an open forum that they are afraid that the U.S. dollar is collapsing. If you don't believe me, just type in J.P. Morgan U.S. dollar afraid and just see what pops up. Then start reading all the articles. Don't just read one, read them all. And you'll hear what's going on. So just let yourself be educated, guys. Don't listen to one channel. Don't listen to one person. Listen to everybody and flood your brain with knowledge. Read, read, read. Knowledge is the power that everybody in power is trying to take away from us. The knowledge that silver is worth something. The knowledge that gold is worth something. They're trying to dumb us down by trying to teach us and teach our children that the dollar is the way, when it is nothing more than a tool to enslave us through debt. You guys just wait. When they pass this next stimulus package, our debt's going to go up another $1 trillion, maybe 2, maybe even 3, depending on which party or political group gets their way. And that money's not going to us, guys. That money's going to go to us in a manner of speaking, but it's only a fraction. A lot of that's going to go up to your big wigs. A lot of money's going out to your big corporations. A lot of it's going out to your private corporations. Things that have no bearing on what we as people need. So whatever you do, if you do get a stimulus check, or if you do get that little bit of unemployment money that they try to throw out there, just remember, you're going to pay for it. It might not be today. It might not even be tomorrow, but you will pay for it. And if you don't, I guarantee you your kids and your grandkids will. And they will pay it in dividends because they have just been enslaved by us because we allowed ourselves to let this happen. But those of us that are smart enough to collect this shiny metal here, well, we might, I'm not saying we are, but we might be just fine. So, look at how pretty these coins are, guys. Look how it reflects. That is a beautiful, beautiful coin. I've absolutely fallen in love with the Comsco mint. They have, I got something on the inside of this capsule I'm going to get off, but I am going to have to start getting in the pickup of some of the older things that these guys actually carry. I'm going to have to play catch up, that seems. You know what? I bet you that's that styrofoam off the inside of the tube when I took them out. So, anyway, guys, I just want to leave you guys with this. Silver is the phoenix that's coming to rescue us from this inflation. And as it does, we need to be there to accept it with open arms and help it along the way. Because we need to help it help us. And every ounce that you buy is one less ounce that we allow the COMEX to control. One less ounce we allow the big businesses to control. One less part of us we allow the government to control. So you guys just have a great day. And, well, don't let nobody get to you. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I'll see you guys on the next one. You have guys and gals have a great day. Oh yeah, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And as always, if you have something you'd like to share, leave it in the comments below. If you have anything you want to talk about or educate me on, I'm all ears. Just leave comments in below. Thank you guys. Until next time, bye.